Hey guys, it's me, the Phenomenal Critic! And yes, that is Rules of Nature. I don't own that song, so I'm not doing copyright. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am here to do my review on probably the best blockbuster movie of the freaking summer. Of course, if Man of Steel can do this good or even better, then Iron Man 3 has a real big challenge. Yeah, I just gave it away. I'm here to review Iron Man 3. Now, Iron Man 3. Personally, I thought it was good, but let's not get into that. Iron Man 3 takes place after the Avengers. Tony Stark cannot sleep. He can't sleep, so what he does is he's going down in his base or in his lab, building all these suits, where he's made up the idea of controlling them with his mind, and he's made this thing where he injects himself with this stuff, and what he does is he throws his arm back or something, and something in his blood activates something in the suit, and the suit will fly on him, and he won't have to stand and get ready. He can just do that or something like that, and it'll all come on him. But anyway, the story goes, Tony Stark is talking about how we all make our mistakes and how our past can come and bite us in the butt, and that's what this movie is about. This movie is about Tony's past coming back to haunt him majorly. It takes place in 1999, and he's at a party, I believe a New Year's Eve party, and he's with this chick named Maya, and this guy comes up named Aldrich Killian, and he's wanting to talk about some idea about the brain and about this virus, but they don't get into that till later. So, of course, Tony, hot babe, guy I don't really want to talk to about stuff. I'm going with the hot babe. So, yeah, of course, he takes her to a room, and he makes out with her and stuff like that, and then she wakes up, and he's gone. And, obviously, you left me. I thought we were going to be together forever. I'm so pissed. I have a broken heart. Hey, what are you doing up here on the roof? Well, I was supposed to meet Tony Stark. Hey, I just subbed to Tony Stark. He screwed us both over. I got an idea. Let's get together and screw him over. Excellent plan. So anyway, again, like how I said, he can't sleep. This is taking place after the events of the Avengers, with the aliens and everything. And it shows him and Brody. They're at this bar, and he has not slept for almost 72 hours, according to Jarvis. And they've repainted and renamed Brody the Iron Patriot, and then we get and then we start things with the Mandarin, and the Mandarin looks freaking scary. I mean, we get threat, we get scary, we get intimidation. Oh my gosh, this guy's for real. He's not kidding around. And so he's saying, some people call me a terrorist. Some people call me a teacher. I am the Mandarin. You'll never see me coming. And from seeing all the commercials, he takes over the broadcast, and we see all these deaths, these people dying, or these people fighting until they die. We get all that, and it's scaring. It's intimidation, and this really works. And they're not even over in America yet, and they're doing stuff like killing one of the major people in the government right in front of the president's face. He's wanting to teach America and the president a lesson. He is a terrorist. And Tony, after he starts working on the suit, and he's made suits. He's made 40 suits, and this thing he uses to control them with his mind. And when Pepper comes home, he's like, nothing's been the same since New York. I can't sleep. When you go to bed, I come down here and I work. These suits are, and Pepper says they're machines. It's his distraction. He can't sleep. So the only thing he knows how to do is build, is work. That's all he knows how to do. And so then, where both of them are asleep in bed, and Tony's having nightmares. And, when she wakes him up, the Iron Man suit comes and attacks. And I'm thinking, what the heck is going on here? Who's in the suit? And it was in Tony's brain. Tony, in his mind, called the suit to come. And so, things are starting to get really messed up. And so then, things with the Mandarin starts happening, and Of course, so we get that conversation with him and Tony and Brody at the bar, and a kid comes up to him and goes, "How did you escape the wormhole?" And when he says that, he starts panicking. He starts freaking out, and he just doesn't sleep. That he refuses to, and because he's afraid of I'm just one man. I'm just one man in an iron suit. How can I stop aliens and stuff? And so then when the Mandarin things start getting worse and worse, he's like, you guys want info? You guys want something? And he tells the Mandarin, I'm here to tell you I'm not afraid of you. I'm gonna find you, I'm gonna kill you. You wanna come you wanna bring it on? He tells him his address and he says, I'll leave the front door open. And then Pepper comes home. No wait, no. Is that right? Oh yeah. He has Pepper's present and then him and Pepper start arguing, and then that ex Maya comes in and she starts talking. It's like, are we supposed to not be worried about that? And it shows, I didn't see it, but when I looked closer, I was like, holy crap, this is legit. The Mandarin actually comes, of course, as you've seen in the trailer, destroys his house. And something I was thinking, I was like, oh heck yeah, we're gonna get some real fighting. And something that Tony does, he, and I was honestly thinking, Pepper is gonna get in the suit. Pepper's gonna kick some butt, get in an Iron Man suit, and wail at some people. Tony saves her. He throws the suit onto her and saves her. I was like, well, she does get in the suit, but she doesn't fight in the suit anyway. And so then, after that, he gets in a suit and the house is destroyed, taking him down with it. And then, he's able to get out and he passes out. But Jarvis is able to fly him, and they land in Tennessee. They were going to go to Tennessee to try and find out more stuff about the Mandarin, and he lands in, I think he lands in Tennessee. I don't remember. But so the suit has to be powered. It has to recharge. And they've been flying for hours, so he has to drag it to this little abandoned place. And then this kid comes in with the potato gun, and he's like, "Who are you?" "I'm a mechanic." "That's a potato gun. It's loaded. You're out of ammo." So we basically get the whole entire Tony's having to start back up. He's going to do whatever he can to stop the Mandarin. When we see the guy that he was supposed to meet on the roof way before this meets Pepper, and he talks about how they've developed something that is able to access all of their brain. And he even shows the brain. And, of course, though Happy sees these two guys, one guy injects himself with this stuff, and it's known as the extremist virus, or something like that. It makes them literally hot. Like, when I mean that, like, they get hot, like they get mad, or they activate their power, their skin turns red, and they can fire lava, or if their arm gets chopped off, it'll just reform, or if their face gets destroyed, they'll just reform. It's freaking awesome. I was like, oh, this is going to be freaking awesome. Happy gets the crap beaten out of him, and so then we get the whole entire process of them trying to find out who the Mandarin is, get to the Mandarin, and kill him. And so then they have Iron Patriot come and try to find the Mandarin. Every place he goes, there's no Mandarin. But we do get some more fighting scenes from War Machine, or Iron Patriot. I prefer to call him War Machine. He's freaking War Machine. We actually get some more action. War Machine solo, not teaming up with Tony. We get War Machine fighting solo. I was like, oh heck yes. So this is what should have been done. Yeah, they didn't do enough with him in Iron Man 2, but I digress. It was good. And when Tony and him find each other again, or when he calls him, and he gets into a van and he's finding out everything, and this fan's like, "Tony Stark's in my van." Okay, calm down. "Tony Stark's in my van." And so they're messing with the satellite and trying to find out where the Mandarin actually is, and it's like it's in Miami, Florida. Okay, yeah, Junior, where is the Mandarin? Literally in Miami, Florida. Who would have thought? Miami, Florida. Next door neighbor. Wow. Anyway, so where did I mess up? Oh yeah. He tells the kid, I need all this stuff. He gets a watch, and it's a Dora the Explorer watch. And it's like, careful. Collector's edition. Special edition. Thanks, kid. And so, he's in a bar, and he's talking to the dude's mom, and about how there's a place that they go to where there's 5 shadows, but there should be 6, because the kids went to heaven, and the one guy's shadow's not there because he's in hell. And so, he says to his mom, I don't think your son killed himself. And so, then someone comes and arrests Tony Stark. I was like, okay, why is he being arrested? And it's a freaking extremist chick. And man, are these people hard to beat. And when I say hard to beat, Happy gets his butt kicked and he's put in the hospital because of this. They didn't give Happy much, but he did good from where he was at. He's a security guard. He's like, badge, where's your badge? Show me your badge, you're getting kicked out. But anyway. So yeah, basically, and I mean, I was hooked into this movie. I was like, oh yes, this is so freaking amazing. This is definitely one of the best movies this summer. And something I thought was freaking awesome was when they steal the War Machine suit. Aldrich Killian, yeah, Killian, that's it. Excuse my dog, she's barking. He has an idea. He's wanting to take out the president, and he's using the Mandarin to do it. I'm not going to give away the twist. I'm just going to tell you right there. I'm not going to give away the twist. This does contain spoilers, but I'm not giving the biggest one away. You want to know what the secret is? Go and watch this movie. That is what I recommend. But we get the best part of the movie. I mean, this whole movie was amazing, but the best part is when he's like, we need backup. Yeah, that's your department. All these suits come out. I was like, oh, heck yes. And see, what I was thinking was this a bunch of Tony's friends in all these suits. But no. He's controlling all these with his mind. No one is in these suits. But what they do is he's controlling them with his mind, and they wreak havoc to save the president, who is in the War Machine suit. Oh yeah, by the way, Pepper got kidnapped, and they kidnapped Tony Stark, and the chick was like, you did this to me, you hurt me, stuff like that. And he's like, let me go. This isn't you. The person that I knew actually had a soul. So yeah, she works for the Mandarin, Aldrich Killian, or whatever his name is. They both work for the Mandarin, and so and we get the final fight scene. And she's threatening to kill herself by injecting the stuff in it. And to solve the problem, he just shoots her in the friggin' head. But anyway, the best part of it is when he keeps running and he's like, Jarvis, give me a suit. Jarvis, give me a suit. Whenever a suit would get destroyed or knocked apart, that's the thing. Since there's no one in these suits, if a bus hits it, it'll come apart. And so he just runs and falls into the suit. I was like, man, this is freaking phenomenal. And Pepper gets released, and then Pepper falls in the fire. And I was like, no, don't have Pepper die, not her. And I was thinking, okay, it's obvious. Jarvis saved her, is going to put her in a suit. I was wrong. When Tony is fighting Aldrich Killian, they're fighting, and he destroys a lot of the suits. And it looks like Tony's getting ready to die. And then all of a sudden, they give, he says, Jarvis, give him a suit. He puts an Iron Man suit on him, and he destroys it. He destroys the Mark 42. That's the suit that he's using in the whole movie, is the Mark 42. And he destroys it, and he's still got a little bit of it on right when he's getting ready to. Pepper rips his arm off because of the strength she's got from the virus. She wasn't fully committed or fully transformed. And so, she starts beating the living tar out of him. He's like, wow, you're hot. No, you really are hot. Like, you're burning hot. I'm like, she's beating holy crap out of him. He's like, wow. Can you be more like this when we're at home? I was like, he's wanting rough sex. Funny. And so then, since she didn't get all of it, it dies down. So, after that big awesome fight scene, we learn more about the Mandarin. And again, I'm not giving away details. And in this movie, Tony Stark is talking about his life. He's talking about what's going on, like a therapy session. And at the end of it, they were able to help Pepper. They were able to take the stuff out of her. And Tony decided, I was disappointed, but I wasn't. It was like, oh man, really? Why? But he decides to get the core taken out of his chest. And, he survives the surgery, and then, he says, you can take away my house. You can take away my toys. But there's one thing you can't take away from me. And that is, I am Iron Man. And the movie ends with him throwing the core into the ocean. And, when he makes that statement, we don't just get, oh yeah, he's the suit. No. Tony Stark is Iron Man. And we get that again in how it was in the first movie. This movie was great. This movie was epic. I give it a 5-star. This is probably going to be the best blockbuster of the summer. Now, when Man of Steel comes out, I'm going to do that review, and I might even do a comparison between the two. But all I can say is I say go watch this movie. You will love it. Iron Man fans, you know what? I'm an Iron Man fan. I don't know much about the comics, but from what I know now from watching these movies, it was great. I recommend you really go watch this movie. It is a thriller. You will be stuck to your seat, waiting till the next thing happens, and you'll just be in shock and awe. You will be amazed. You'll even stand up and give it a freaking applause. And, I didn't stay to the end credits. I never do. But from what I've been told is Tony Stark is sitting in an office with Bruce Banner. Yeah, Bruce Banner's a psychiatrist, and Bruce Banner's like, he fell asleep. But, guys, I really recommend that you watch this movie. I am the Phenomenal Critic. I will see you next time when I probably do Man of Steel or some movie that has raped my mind. Or my next book review or video game review. Love you guys. I'm trying to get more subscribers. Try to subscribe. Mention me on something. You can check me out on Facebook. I put a post up almost every time I do a review. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out here on YouTube. It's one FUL Sniper Legend. It's all one word. I have wrestling videos. I have movie reviews. Thank you guys. God bless. Bye. I'm the Phenomenal Critic.